It seems like Eskolta is unique in that it's an organization that spends time in schools doing real work with schools to move practice and help students succeed, but also steps back and tells a story that the central office can use to help us as we develop policies, to help us as we coach other schools.
The work that we do with Eskolta is primarily built around taking a rich and growing set of research-based strategies and education interventions that have not been really translated yet into widespread classroom use. So that whole project is centered around the perennial problem of education, of taking research and knowledge developed in academia and bringing it to teachers in classrooms. And very few people have kind of cracked that nut. And Eskolta have really kind of been with us in the trenches and working through that in real time.
We decided to use math as the focus area because we felt like many students struggle with math because they come in with this sense that maybe they're just not good at math. And so this issue of having a fixed mindset about your abilities to be successful in a particular subject, we thought it was key to get at like what's really going on there.
I think that also connects with the whole PDSA cycle of coming up with a plan, trying it out, and then coming back to revise it and maybe change your goal or change the action plan. It's a natural part of the way people learn, and I think it's become a natural part of the cycle here, and it's something that I use now at some level with everything we do at the school.
When Eskolta comes, we dig deep, we look at student work, we look at trends, we look all across the content areas to find out gaps in student learning, and they really just understand our population.
The research that's been done on what helps students succeed helped us boil things down to 4 areas that we focus on. First, feedback and assessment. How do you set things up so that students are regularly, frequently getting messages from teachers that help them to see the specific ways that they can improve and that help them to believe that the effort that they put into improving at school is real and is worth it. Another core principle is how you help students see the path to success. We focus on how you help schools use scheduling, use course sequences, and use discussions with adults to see that there is a viable path for them to get from where they are to where they can be after graduation, and that there is something meaningful that they are moving towards. In Strong Schools, there is a system for data-guided leadership in place. We help schools to, on the one hand, be able to take the wealth of data that's available to them and make that something that they can interpret and make sense of. And on the other hand, we help leaders to use that to create a system that supports design thinking in their school. Strong Schools develop a strength-based culture. A strength-based culture is a place where students see that there are caring adults who are available to connect with and support them, and a place where the belief that I, as a student of whatever background and whatever previous history, actually belong in school, get value from school, and can learn and succeed in school are cultivated by the structures and the systems and the practices around me.
So the first thing that we do when we're working with a school is to meet with leaders to really understand from them what their goals are for the work. Once we feel like we really have a sense of what those goals are, our next step is to establish or to write up a work plan that really maps out how we see the work moving forward. That includes thinking about like what are the process things that need to happen, like meetings, survey distribution, etc., but also what are the goals that we want to hit along the way. So once that work plan is written and we've gotten feedback on it and it's finalized, we usually establish a team within the school. Now, that might be a team of 2 people, the principal and an AP, right, depending on the project. But more often, it's a team of teachers or of counselors who are coming together to think about something that they want to change in their school and to try to design a solution to a problem and to test out something that they think is going to solve that problem. Usually what we do is to start off by bringing in some research and offering some resources that they can react to, and also pushing them to use their own insights to inform the process as well. After we do that, we'll go forward and try to say, okay, like bringing in your own knowledge, bringing in this research, what is it? What do you think is the strategy that will address this problem that you have?
I mean, I think one of the major advantages for us having Eskolta work with our school is that they are able to pull us away from sort of the day-to-day stuff that we get sucked into, I think, and focus a team of people to really think about an issue in the school and bring resources that really help us think through and solve things.